What if the key to improved health and sustainability lies within the quiet growth of forest fungi? Welcome to Heal with Mushrooms. I'm Cassandra, a dedicated advocate for the transformative potential of fungi. Together, we'll dive into how these extraordinary organisms can optimize human health, enhance cognitive function, and contribute to a more sustainable future. Each episode examines the science, innovation, and stories behind the blossoming field of mycology. Let's cultivate growth, healing, and progress, one spore at a time. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a forest after the rain, earthy, alive, humming with unseen connection. Beneath your feet, a hidden web pulses with intelligence, binding roots, soil, and stories together. This is the world of fungi, and this is the world that has shaped me. Well, welcome to Heal with Mushrooms, where we explore the magic, medicine, and mystery of fungi. I'm Cassandra, your host, and this podcast is more than just a platform. It's a calling. Before we embark on an incredible series celebrating 11 extraordinary women in mycology, I want to take a moment to share with you why this path matters so deeply to me. This episode is a love letter to mushrooms, to the women shaping this field, and to you, dear listener, for walking this path with us. So, what does it mean to heal with mushrooms, and why did I name the show this? Well, healing with mushrooms is more than just taking a tincture or brewing a tea. It's a way of being, a way of remembering. Mushrooms, they've always been here, quietly working their magic beneath our feet, teaching us how to restore balance. One of my favorites is reishi, which is a great adaptogenic mushroom. It specializes in helping bring back resilience into your nervous system and also has a little benefit of helping you sleep better. Then we have lion's mane, which sparks new neural pathways in your mind, reminding us that growth is always possible. And of course, psilocybin, which opens doors for us, inviting us into a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. But true healing isn't just about what we consume. It's about what we connect with, what we reclaim, and what we allow ourselves to feel. Mushrooms show us that healing is a rhythm, a cycle, a dance between life, death, and regeneration. Growth doesn't always happen in the light. It unfolds in the quiet, unseen places. Beneath the soil, mycelium transforms decay into nourishment, turning what was once broken into the foundation for something new. And just like fungi, we are constantly shedding, evolving, and finding our way back to wholeness. To heal with mushrooms is to trust this process, to surrender to nature's wisdom, to slow down and to listen deeply, and to know that even in stillness, something beautiful is unfolding. Healing, it's never a solitary journey. Mycelium, it reminds us that we thrive in relationships, through community, through reciprocity, and through honoring the land that nourishes us. That's the spirit of this podcast, to explore how mushrooms heal not just the body, but the heart, the mind, and the spaces between us. So as we walk this path together, may we open ourselves to their teachings, and may we remember that like the fungi beneath our feet, we are always growing, always connected, and always held in something greater than ourselves. So now that you know a little bit about the podcast and the vision behind it, I want to dive into my journey into mycology. I didn't grow up dreaming of becoming a mycologist, but I did grow up fascinated by the unseen, by the quiet intelligence of nature, by the way life pulses beneath the surface, hidden but ever present. As a child, I lived in a world of potions and enchantment. I gathered acorns, berries, and leaves, stirring them into elixirs, believing in the quiet magic of the forest. Even then, I knew healing is found in nature's gifts. When I was a little bit older, mycology found me, and when I was ready to listen, it took me on a journey. one of my most pivotal experiences on that journey was taking a medicinal mushroom course at UC Santa Cruz. This was the first time I ever truly understood that mushrooms were more than food and that they were our allies, and that if we worked with them in harmony, they could nourish our bodies, the soil, and were key to healing our souls. So this all came to me in little bits and pieces. It wasn't an immediate jump. I had to understand mushrooms first, right? It's a complex subject. There's a lot to get to know in this world of mycology. In my course, we studied their chemistry, their healing properties, and their evolutionary intelligence. But beyond the science, I was feeling something deeper, and this was an invitation to see the world through the lens of fungi. At the same time, I was studying permaculture, getting my hands on the soil, learning how ecosystems regenerate themselves, and I noticed something. Fungi, mushrooms, everywhere. What were they doing? What was their role? So I looked into it, and they break things down. They decompose. They transform what is decaying into nourishment, into life. They literally bring the life force into the forest. Not only that, the mushrooms are transportation highways. They send messages to and from trees in their mycelial networks and also exchange nutrients with the trees. They are able to offer this symbiotic relationship through a very, very thin thread-like fiber known as mycelium. Mycelium is the connection. It weaves our forests together. Underneath your feet is mycelium. It is everywhere on this earth. Mycelium is underground. And what do we see above ground or coming out of a tree? That is the fruiting body of the mushroom. So the fruiting body is usually the part a forager would collect if they wanted to make a medicine or food. The fruiting body of the mushroom is a magical thing because it came from decay. It came from breaking down something that the forest no longer needed and transforming it into nourishment, into something useful. This was a lesson that I kept coming back to. Nothing is wasted. Everything has a purpose, and death is never truly an end. The more I immersed myself in this work, the more I saw its reflection in my own life. How growth requires surrender, how true healing happens in relationship, and how, just like mycelium, we are all connected in ways we can't always see. Why do women and mycology belong together? What is my purpose for creating this series? Well, women have always walked with mushrooms. They've been healers, foragers, medicine makers, artists, and teachers, tending the land, cultivating wisdom, and passing it down through the generations. And yet, their names have often been left out of history. It's time to change that. Fungi themselves have a deeply feminine nature. They work in cycles, in rhythms, and they thrive in the shadows, in the spaces in between. Mycology isn't just a science. It's also about intuition, creativity, and deeply listening to the natural world. And who to better explore that than women? Over the next few episodes, I'll be introducing to you a group of extraordinary women. Women who are shaping the future of mycology in ways you've never imagined. You'll meet an artist capturing the spirit of mushrooms in her work, citizen scientists making groundbreaking discoveries, psychedelic facilitators who are guiding healing journeys, and educators who are inspiring the next generation to honor the land through wildcrafting. These women are healers, innovators, creators, and teachers. Their work is powerful, their voices are needed, and it's time their stories are told. So, my dear listener, this series is for you, whether you're a scientist, a healer, a seeker, or simply someone who feels drawn to the quiet magic of fungi. You belong here. I hope these stories inspire you. I hope they deepen your relationship with mushrooms, with nature, and with yourself. Because when we talk about healing with mushrooms, we're not just talking about our bodies. We're talking about healing our relationship with the earth, with each other, and with the unseen forces that guide us all. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the magical world of mushrooms. Just like mycelium, we're all interconnected, and together we can heal ourselves, our community, and the planet. If today's episode sparks something in you, I'd love to hear about it. Tag me on Instagram at Heal with Mushrooms, share your own mushroom stories, or send me a message. I'd love to connect. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who could use a little mushroom magic in their life. It truly helps this community grow. Until next time, keep foraging for wisdom, cooking up curiosity, and crafting your own elixirs of transformation. And remember, healing is happening one spore at a time. See you in the next episode. Bye.